right or wrong for the PGA to suspend the LIV participants? And we're talking like big names.
Yeah, I thought it was wrong. I think it sends the wrong message. To me, this shows vulnerability, Stephen A. And the interesting thing, like, look, I've been a caddy when I was a young kid, play golf all the time. The interesting part about this is how long do the suspensions last? Like, and what's the process for reinstatement? Like, I need a lot of follow-up information on that. And then secondly, this has been a system that's been in place that rewards weekly grinding, right? That's what the PGA Tour is. And it's a huge incentive for players that are in the middle of the pack, right? Like, that's a huge advantage for them. That's an incentive for them. But it doesn't truly reward the true drivers of the sport, of the PGA, right? No guarantees, no appearance fees. And that's what the LIV Tour is starting to do, right? The amount of money they're throwing at Dustin Johnson, Phil Mickelson, Sergio Garcia, it's life-changing type of money. Right now, a lot of people are getting mad at the true drivers of the sport. Why are you going here for the money grab? It's because it's guaranteed money, which is different. So to me, this talks more about the vulnerability, more so about the vulnerability of the PGA Tour, and talk about how it's losing their position within the marketplace for the sport of golf. It's extremely concerning. And by the way, when does the PGA Tour ever announce any type of suspensions? The only time I've ever heard of a suspension is when it comes from the player's voice himself, when they're announcing it after the fact. So to me, it's just out of pocket and very out of character for the PGA Tour.
We don't know whether it's out of character because we've never paid any attention to the PGA Tour. That's the interesting part about this, Jay. We're paying attention now. We usually just paid attention to the individual golfers. Now we're paying attention to the PGA. And that's where this has changed. And suddenly, as the days and the weeks and the months go by, although it was not his intent, he was certainly not being altruistic in any way, shape, form, or fashion, Phil Mickelson is looking better and better. Because here's the reason why. He pointed out how Saudi Arabia and how treacherous their government is. Okay, human rights violations and things of that nature, killing the journalist out from the Washington Post, all of this stuff he pointed to. He says, so why do business with them? Well, to paraphrase, Phil Mickelson was saying do business with them because they give you an option that'll maybe force the PGA to get with the program and to treat us better because of the minimal amount of guarantees, if any at all, minimal money in the pot, the way that they treated their golfers. They're basically monopolizing things. They don't have anything to worry about, so they mistreat us and they abuse us. And we need attention being brought to that, and maybe by showing a willingness to do business elsewhere with somebody else, like the Saudi Golf League, all of a sudden it changes things. Well, what do the PGA do? What does the PGA do? They see the news percolating. They understand what's transpiring. They heard what Phil Mickelson said. They know that Dustin Johnson and other golfers have joined into the fray to go after that guaranteed money. And what do? They suspend them. So to me, all it did was illuminate and validate what Mickelson was bringing into question about the PGA. At this particular moment in time, they come across as bullies who want to monopolize their sport, don't want anybody going elsewhere, and if you go elsewhere, then you're not coming to play for us. So go over there and take that money, but we have the best golfers in the world. They're going to play under our umbrella, and you're not going to be allowed the opportunity to compete against them because you went and had the temerity to go and try to play for somebody else so you could get yourself more money. That doesn't sound like the American way. That doesn't sound like capitalism. That doesn't sound like a free market society. That doesn't sound like any of those things, which is what the PGA and all businesses in America proclaim to be about. So the PGA is the one that has the frown on its face right now, even more so than Phil Mickelson at this moment in time. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.